Okay, let's unpack this. We've all felt that tug, haven't we? That deep, unwavering human desire to manifest something truly significant in our lives. Whether it's, the perfect career opportunity, a soul-aligned relationship, or maybe profound financial freedom.
Absolutely. It's fundamental.
And with that desire often comes a journey that can feel, well, incredibly frustrating. Sometimes it's like pushing a monumental boulder uphill. Every step feels like a Herculean effort.
It really can feel that way, like you're
Right.
pouring everything in and nothing's shifting.
Exactly. But then there are those other moments, those rare, almost magical moments when things just click.
Yeah.
An idea sparks, maybe a connection forms, and suddenly what felt impossible just a moment ago manifests with like astonishing speed, as if the universe itself just snapped to attention for you.
Those moments are incredible, aren't they?
Yeah.
Almost instantaneous.
They are. And today, we're not just observing those phenomena, we're diving deep, really deep into a profound understanding of manifestation, going way beyond the surface level techniques. Our focus is the speed of manifestation, the unconditional love formula.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. A formula.
Right. And this isn't just another spiritual theory. I want to be really crystal clear on that. Our sources suggest it's actually a meticulously measurable science.
Measurable, okay?
Yeah, one that precisely explains why some people seem to experience instant manifestation, while others struggle for years, kind of caught in that cycle of longing and effort.
That difference is key, isn't it? The why behind the speed.
Totally. So, our mission in this deep dive is to truly understand how unconditional love acts as the ultimate accelerant, how it dismantles resistance and creates what our sources call heart-brain coherence. This understanding, once you really grasp it, it fundamentally alters how you perceive consciousness creating your reality. It changes the game.
It really does. And what's truly fascinating here, and indeed what our sources describe as the cosmic secret.
Cosmic secret, okay.
Yeah, and the spiritual physics at its purest is this revelation that love is, well, unequivocally the key to instant manifestation. It's
Yeah.
not just a key, it's the key.
The master key, maybe.
You could say that. This deep dive, it's going to illuminate this truth by drawing a really stark contrast with the delays, the frustrations, and frankly, the sheer energetic drag caused by fear-based approaches.
Right, the stuff that makes it feel like pushing that boulder.
Exactly. It implies a foundational principle. The speed at which you manifest your desires is directly and proportionally linked to the purity of the love you're operating from.
Directly proportional. So more pure love, faster manifestation.
That's the core idea, and this isn't some vague, feel-good platitude.
Sure.
Our sources position it as, quite literally, a quantifiable foundational principle of existence. It dictates the very fabric of how your inner world shapes your outer reality.
Wow. Okay.
We're talking about a fundamental force, a master key, like you said, that
Uh-huh.
unlocks instantaneous co-creation.
That's a powerful way to frame it, a fundamental force. So let's jump right into the core of this then. This foundational concept our sources introduce as the universal law of love-accelerated manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
And what I find so compelling about it is its elegant simplicity. It's almost like a scientific axiom, a truth
Right.
that, once you see it, becomes undeniably clear. The speed of your manifestation is directly proportional to the purity of your love.
Simple statement, massive implications.
Totally. When you think about that, it's like a universal constant, an equation of existence. Imagine, like the foundational laws of physics, EMC society, right? Simple expression, profound implication.
Okay.
Here, instead of mass and energy, the variables are, well, the speed at which your desires materialize and the purity, the coherence of the love you embody.
That's a great analogy.
It suggests that our internal state isn't just influencing reality, it's actually governing it at a quantum level.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this isn't just about experiencing a fleeting emotion. The profound quantum truth at the heart of our discussion, according to these sources, is that love is not an emotion. It's the operating system of reality.
Whoa, okay, hold on. The operating system, like for a computer.
Precisely. That's the metaphor used.
Right.
This is a paradigm shift of, well, epic proportions. It moves love from the realm of just subjective feeling to an objective governing principle.
So not just something we feel, but something reality runs on.
Think of an operating system, right?
Yeah.
It's the fundamental software that manages all the hardware and software resources, allows everything else to run smoothly.
Yeah, Windows, Mac OS.
Exactly. In the same vein, our sources propose that love, specifically in its unconditional form, is the underlying energetic architecture. It dictates how reality itself processes and responds to consciousness. It's managing the hardware of the quantum field and the software of our intentions, if you will.
So it's not just a nice idea, it's the fundamental language the universe speaks, the code that runs everything. That's a massive reframe.
It is massive.
Yeah.
Precisely. And when we delve into unconditional love in this context, we're talking about a very specific, highly coherent vibrational frequency.
A frequency. Okay, like tuning a radio.
That's a perfect way to think about it. Imagine frequency not just as sound waves, but as distinct patterns of energy. Just as your radio needs to be tuned to a precise frequency to pick up a clear broadcast, the quantum field resonates with the vibrational frequency emitted by your consciousness, your state of being.
And unconditional love is the clearest channel.
It's described as the state where separation disappears. Now, what does that mean practically? At this frequency, the illusion of individual separateness, which, let's face it, is often a source of fear and resistance, it just dissolves.
So you don't feel like me versus the world anymore?
Exactly. You perceive yourself as interconnected with all of existence, part of a unified field. And this isn't just like philosophical poetry. It's presented as a description of a state where, at a subatomic level, the perceived boundaries between you and other, or you and your desire, they energetically collapse.
Wow. So it's a state of being where you're not just connected to everything, but you kind of are everything, energetically speaking.
That's a great way to put it.
And that makes you a perfect conductor. Is that the term?
Exactly. When you reach this frequency, you transform into what our sources call a perfect conductor for the quantum field.
Okay, like in physics, allowing energy to flow without resistance.
Precisely like in physics, a perfect conductor allows energy, electricity, to flow through it with zero resistance. That's what happens energetically within you when you're in that state of unconditional love.
Zero resistance.
Yeah. Unconditional love, in this framework, is the frequency of absolute harmony, where wavelength disappears, where there is no resistance. Now, wavelength disappearing, that sounds a bit abstract, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Think of a perfectly calm, still body of water. Totally flat. No ripples, no disturbances.
Okay.
Each ripple represents a distinct wave, a specific frequency. When all those ripples subside, you have a flat, unified surface of pure potential, stillness.
Got it.
Similarly, when the wavelengths of individual ego-driven desires, fears, judgments, all that internal noise, when they dissolve into the pure harmony of unconditional love, you reach a state of zero internal resistance.
So all the internal static just smooths out.
It smooths out completely. Your energetic signature becomes a clear, unwavering signal, like a laser beam, right? Cutting through the static of conflicting frequencies. And this allows the quantum field, that vast sea of infinite potential from which all reality emerges, to respond to your intentions with, well, unparalleled speed and precision.
Because the message is finally crystal clear. No interference.
Crystal clear. No interference.
So if that's what's happening at this incredibly high harmonious frequency, wow, it offers such a stark contrast to our everyday manifestation experiences, doesn't it? It explains why sometimes it just flows, and other times it's that monumental struggle we talked about.
Absolutely. This provides the profound explanation for why manifestation feels effortless when you're in love. When you're operating from this state of zero resistance, absolute harmony, your desires just unfold naturally. It's like the universe is simply reflecting back your coherent internal state.
No friction?
No energetic friction, no internal debate. Conversely, it explains perfectly why manifestation feels impossible when you're in fear, doubt, or attachment, because those states are characterized by internal conflict, mixed signals, energetic dissonance, chaos, really.
It's like trying to drive a car with the brakes jammed on versus just effortlessly gliding downhill.
That's a perfect analogy. And think about the implications of operating from pure harmony versus internal conflict. In harmony, your energetic output is clear, focused, powerful, like a perfectly tuned instrument playing a beautiful note.
Right.
In conflict, it's chaotic, it's diffuse, weak, like an entire orchestra playing completely out of tune.
Just a total racket.
Exactly. And the quantum field, being essentially a mirror, reflects precisely the quality of the signal it receives.
Yeah.
So this isn't merely about feeling good, although that's certainly a welcome and powerful byproduct.
Yeah, feeling good is nice.
It definitely is. But it's deeper. It's about aligning with the fundamental physics of reality itself, tapping into the very operating system that governs creation. When you understand love in this way, you realize it's not just a choice between emotions, it's a choice between states of being that either facilitate or seriously impede your co-creative power.
Okay, this is This is huge. And here's where it gets really fascinating for me, because we're not just talking philosophy or abstract energetic principles anymore, are we?
Not at all.
We're transitioning directly into the measurable science that seems to underpin this entire concept. We're delving into the heart-brain coherence revelation,
The science is catching up.
which is amazing because traditionally, most of us think of the heart as little more than a biological pump, right? It circulates blood, keeps our physical body alive. That's what medical science is mostly focused on.
Yeah, the mechanical aspect.
But our sources challenge that deeply ingrained view. They reveal that your heart is not just an organ, it's the electromagnetic center of your being.
The electromagnetic center. That phrase alone is powerful.
It is. That is a monumental shift in perspective, moving the heart from just a simple mechanical device to, well, a sophisticated, energetic powerhouse.
It really is. And this raises an absolutely critical question. How does modern science actually support such a profound and, let's be honest, seemingly radical statement about the heart?
Yeah, where's the proof, right?
Exactly. Well, our sources draw on significant research that's now proving these claims that might have once sounded, purely esoteric. Science now proves that. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field extending several feet beyond your body.
Several feet, not just inside us.
Not just inside, extending outwards. This isn't just a poetic metaphor. It is a scientifically demonstrable phenomenon. Now, to put this into perspective, think about how we measure the brain's electrical activity with an EEG, or its magnetic fields with a MEG.
Okay.
The heart similarly generates both electrical fields, which we measure with an ECG or EKG, and magnetic fields measured by MCG. But what's truly remarkable is their strength and their reach.
So it's not just a field, it's a powerful field compared to the brain's.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Incredibly powerful. The heart electromagnetic field is, get this, up to 5,000 times more powerful electrically
5,000 times.
and 100 times stronger magnetically than the field produced by the brain.
Wow. That's staggering.
It really is. And crucially, it extends in this toroidal shape, like a donut shape,
Okay.
permeating every single cell of your body and then radiating outward several feet into the environment around you.
So we're literally walking around in our own heart-generated field.
We absolutely are. And this field is measurable with highly sensitive instruments, magnetometers. It's a palpable, energetic signature that literally envelops you. Our sources describe this field as the primary carrier wave of information.
Carrying information, what kind of information?
Emotional information, primarily. Your feeling state.
Yeah.
It influences not just your internal state, your physiology, your emotions, but also the space around you, and potentially interacts directly with the quantum field itself.
So it's like a broadcast antenna.
That's a great way to think of it. Its expansive reach and sheer power imply it's designed to be a broadcast antenna, constantly sending out your energetic signature, your emotional state.
Okay, so if your heart is this incredibly powerful broadcast antenna radiating this huge measurable field carrying emotional information, what happens when it harmonizes, when it syncs up with your brain? What's the impact of that internal alignment, that coherence?
Right, that's the key. When your heart and brain achieve coherence, which is a state where their electrical rhythms actually synchronize and become highly ordered, very smooth and harmonious, you send what's described as a unified signal to the quantum field.
A unified signal, not mixed messages.
Exactly. And this unified signal is not just crucial, it's the absolute game changer. Imagine trying to use, a remote control with a weak battery or one that's glitching, sending out conflicting signals.
Yeah, the TV wouldn't work or it'd flicker randomly.
Precisely. Similarly, with fragmented internal states, fear warring with desire, doubt undermining intention, the quantum field receives garbled messages. But when your heart and brain are coherent, beating as one, energetically speaking, your intention becomes clear, unadulterated, powerfully resonant.
Laser beam again?
Laser beam again. There are no competing frequencies, no internal static. This allows for truly clear communication with that field of infinite potential. It's like you're finally telling the universe exactly what you are calling in without any ambiguity, any static on the line.
And it sounds like there are physiological benefits too, right? Creating a kind of positive feedback loop.
Oh, absolutely. This isn't just energetic, it's deeply physiological. Heart rhythm coherence actually releases neurochemicals that lift your emotional system and enhance manifestation power.
Which neurochemicals are we talking about?
Well, when your heart and brain enter this coherent state, the vagus nerve, which is this major neural pathway connecting your brain to basically all your internal organs, including your heart, It gets activated in a really beneficial way.
Okay.
This cascade of events leads to the release of neurochemicals like oxytocin, often called the love hormone or bonding hormone,
Ah, oxytocin,
which
yeah.
fosters feelings of trust, connection, safety, well-being. Also, serotonin, which is a mood stabilizer, helps you feel calm and centered. And even dopamine and endorphins linked to pleasure, motivation, and reduced stress.
So coherence literally makes you feel better,
Yep.
chemically.
Exactly. These neurochemicals collectively create and sustain an elevated emotional state. Feelings like joy, peace, gratitude, love. And this makes it physiologically easier to maintain the very emotional state required for potent manifestation. So it's this beautiful, self-reinforcing system.
That makes so much sense.
Coherence creates positive physiological and emotional states, which in turn make it easier to maintain that coherent state, which further amplifies your manifestation power. It just builds on itself.
Wow.
This scientific understanding truly solidifies that, well, that simple formula mentioned in the sources, clear intention plus elevated emotion plus heart-brain coherence, instant manifestation.
That formula really does distill it, doesn't it? It makes so much sense when you break down each part like that. Clear intention is the what? The blueprint you want to bring into being.
Right. That does it.
Elevated emotion is the why, but also the fuel, the passion, the energetic resonance that attracts it. The magnet.
Magnetic pole, exactly.
And heart-brain coherence is how the unified, powerful, energetic signal that broadcasts your desire directly, clearly to the quantum field. It's not just wishing or hoping, it's actively transmitting.
Precisely, activating the potential. And each component isn't just vital, they're synergistically interdependent. You can't really have optimal results without all three firing together.
Right, like a three-legged stool.
Perfect analogy. Without a clear intention, the quantum field receives no precise blueprint. It doesn't know what to build. Without an elevated emotion, you lack the energetic resonance, that magnetic pull to attract your desire. It's like trying to light a fire without any fuel.
Just sparks going nowhere.
Exactly. And crucially, without heart-brain coherence, your signal is fragmented, it's weak, it's full of static. This leads to confusion and delay, no matter how clear your conscious intention might seem or how strongly you think you desire something.
Even if you're trying really hard.
Even if you're trying really hard. This formula, it's like a scientific and spiritual blueprint, integrating the measurable aspects of our physiology with the deeper energetic principles of creation. It shows how these elements, when aligned, create the absolute optimal state for rapid, even instant manifestation.
Okay. So what does this all mean then for those who have been struggling? You know, if you've been diligently working on manifesting something, pouring all your energy and focus into it, visualizing, affirming, doing all the right things, maybe for years, but it just never seems to materialize, or it takes an agonizingly long time. What's truly going on there, according to this model?
The struggle is real for so many.
It really is. Our sources identify the core problem as electromagnetic chaos caused by fear, doubt, and attachment. Such a descriptive term, isn't it? Electromagnetic chaos. It immediately paints this picture of internal turbulence, like energetic static.
It really does. And what's fascinating here is how our sources explain the precise mechanics of this delay, this struggle. When you attempt to manifest from a place of fear, doubt, or attachment, you are quite literally creating electromagnetic chaos within your own energetic field. Your heart field gets scrambled.
Scrambled signals.
Exactly. Instead of your heart and brain sending that unified, coherent signal we just talked about, they're sending conflicting signals. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads trying to give directions to the universe, right?
Okay.
But your brain, maybe your conscious mind, is screaming, go left, be practical, be safe, don't get hurt. While your heart, your deeper feeling, is whispering, go right, follow your passion, take that leap of faith.
Or even more common, maybe. Your conscious mind is saying, I want abundance, I want more money. But your subconscious, maybe rooted in past experiences or family beliefs, is just braced for lack, expecting scarcity.
That's a perfect example. That internal dissonance, that conflict, isn't just a mental state. It's an energetic cacophony, a jumble of competing frequencies being broadcast simultaneously.
So the universe isn't just getting mixed messages, it's getting a complete energetic garble from within you. Like tuning into 5 radio stations at once.
Precisely. Pure noise. And so the quantum field receives mixed messages and reflects back exactly that: confusion, delay, and frustration.
So it's not that the universe is actively denying you or working against you. It's not personal.
Not at all. according to this perspective. Instead, it's functioning as a perfect, impartial mirror. It simply reflects the energetic incoherence that you are projecting. If you project a scattered, chaotic signal, the reflection you get back in your life will be scattered results, confusion, things not quite working out.
That makes sense. It mirrors the inner state.
Exactly. And our sources give a very concrete, deeply relatable example that I think many, many people can empathize with. It goes, you want to manifest love, but your nervous system is braced for rejection.
Ooh, yeah. That hits home for a lot of people.
Right. So consciously you want love, but subconsciously, maybe due to past hurts, your body, your energy field, is tense, guarded, expecting to be let down again. The field feels that tension, the source says, and gives you back more longing, more searching, more almost but not quite connections.
Wow. So it delivers the vibration of searching and almost, not the love itself, because that's the dominant signal being sent out from the nervous system.
Precisely. It's not just the conscious thought, the affirmation you might be repeating. It's the deep-seated energetic patterning held in your body, in your nervous system. That's the signal that truly resonates.
That's incredibly insightful, because we focus so much on the thoughts, the visualizations.
We do. But this internal conflict, this energetic dissonance, the conscious desire for love, warring with the subconscious, embodied fear of rejection, it completely sabotages even the clearest verbalized intentions. You might be speaking affirmations like, I am worthy of love, I attract my perfect partner.
Yeah, doing all the work.
But if your internal energy field, primarily generated by the heart, is vibrating with that deeply ingrained fear of being hurt or abandoned, that fear becomes the dominant signal. It's louder, energetically.
The stronger broadcast.
The stronger broadcast. The quantum field responds to the stronger, more consistent vibration, which in this case is the vibration of lack, longing, and the anticipation of rejection. And this explains so clearly why people get caught in those painful cycles of almost. They get close, maybe they attract potential partners, but the underlying resistance, that fear, creates a kind of energetic ceiling, preventing the full manifestation.
The almost, but not quite.
Exactly. It's a powerful illustration of how our internal energetic state, the coherence or chaos of our heart and brain, dictates what we receive far more powerfully than mere intellectual desire or willpower.
Okay, let's unpack this then. If electromagnetic chaos and these conflicting signals are the core problem, the reason for all this delay and frustration, how do we actually do this? How do we shift it? How do we move from struggling with manifestation to creating at, well, light speed, consistently and joyfully?
For practical application, that's crucial.
Yeah, the how-tos. Our sources lay out a clear, actionable path, what they call the love speed manifestation process. This isn't just theoretical. These are presented as practical steps designed specifically to accelerate your desires by leveraging this understanding of love and coherence.
This is really where the rubber meets the road, isn't it? Providing a blueprint for conscious co-creation, moving beyond just understanding to actually doing. And the process begins with a crucial first step, which might surprise some people. It's 1, embody the feeling first.
Embody the feeling first, before the intention.
Before you even clearly form the intention in your mind, the instruction is, before you even form the intention, drop into unconditional love for yourself, for the process, for everyone involved.
Wow, okay, so it's a pre-framing step.
Exactly. It's about setting the energetic stage. Rather than approaching manifestation from that place of, I want this because I lack it, or I need this to feel better, you intentionally shift into a state of overflowing abundance, gratitude, and unconditional love first. You're already embodying the high vibrational frequency of love itself.
So you're not waiting for the manifestation to make you feel loved or abundant.
You're being love and abundance first. And from that state of fullness, from that coherent heart space, then you express a desire that resonates with that feeling.
So it's not, I want to feel loved when I get this relationship. It's more like, I am love, I feel whole and complete now, and from this beautiful place, I invite a relationship that mirrors this love I already feel. That's a profound energetic reorientation.
It truly is. By doing this, you effectively eliminate resistance from the very beginning. You're aligning your energetic state, your internal operating system, before you even articulate the specific desire. You're starting from coherence, not from lack.
Okay, that's step 1, powerful start. What's next?
Then the second step is to consciously, too, achieve heart-brain coherence. As we've discussed, this is the scientific foundation of sending that clear, powerful signal. The source says you use your breath to sync your heart and brain.
Breathing into the heart, right.
Exactly. A simple, yet profoundly effective way to do this is through heart-centered breathing. Basically, you breathe deeply and slowly, maybe a count of 5 or 6 seconds in, 5 or 6 seconds out. And as you do, you imagine your breath flowing in and out of your heart center, your chest area, rather than just your lungs.
Focusing the awareness there.
Focusing your awareness right in the center of your chest. And as you breathe, you consciously feel the love in your chest expand with each inhale. Maybe recall a time you felt deep love or appreciation, or just focus on the feeling itself. You might visualize a warm, golden light radiating from your heart, growing larger and brighter with every breath, filling your entire being.
I can feel that just thinking about it.
Right. This intentional breathing, combined with the feeling and visualization, helps to physically synchronize your heart rhythms and your brainwaves. It creates that unified, coherent signal, the clear, unambiguous message to the quantum field.
So you've embodied love, you've achieved coherence, now you set the intention.
Now you set the intention. But, and this is critical, there's a specific way to do it. Step 3 is to 3. Set clear intentions from love, not need.
Love, not need.
This is absolutely vital. Your desire must come from excitement and joy, not from lack or desperation. Think about the energetic signature of need or desperation. What does that feel like in your body?
Tight, contracted, heavy, fearful maybe.
Exactly. It vibrates with a frequency of scarcity, incompleteness, lack. When you desire something from that place, you are inherently broadcasting resistance along with your desire.
Right.
The underlying message to the universe is, I don't have this and I desperately need it to be whole, which energetically is a frequency of lack.
So you're reinforcing the lack even as you ask for the thing.
Precisely. In contrast, an intention that is born from an overflowing, joyful, coherent state. One that comes from love, from excitement for the expansion it represents, the fun of creating it. That intention is free of this internal conflict. It's free-flowing. It's not about fixing something that's broken within you. It's about creating something beautiful from a place of already existing wholeness.
So it's wanting something from a place of fullness and abundant potential, not from a void or perceived deficit inside you. That's a powerful distinction. It changes the whole energy of asking.
It changes everything. And then it's not just a one-and-done deal. You don't just do steps 1, 2, 3 and walk away. Step 4 is crucial. 4, maintain emotional coherence.
Maintain it. Okay.
This means you must consciously choose to stay in the elevated emotion of already having what you desire as much as possible throughout your day. This isn't about pretending or denying your current reality in an ungrounded way.
Right, not spiritual bypassing.
Not at all. It's about consistently, intentionally holding the energetic frequency of your desired outcome, making that feeling state your dominant vibration. This sustained emotional state is what keeps your signal to the quantum field strong, clear, and consistent.
Like keeping the broadcast going.
Exactly. It prevents the reintroduction of fear or doubt, which, as we know now, creates that electromagnetic chaos and sends mixed messages again. Think of it as keeping your radio perfectly tuned to the station you want to listen to. If you keep fiddling with the dial, drifting into static or other stations, you'll never hear the whole song clearly.
So this step is about living in the energetic reality, the feeling place of your manifested desire, embodying its frequency in your moments as best you can.
As best you can, yes. Embodying its frequency. It's about becoming a vibrational match to what you want to attract.
And finally, the step that I think trips a lot of people up, myself included sometimes, the letting go part.
Ah, yes. The release. Absolutely critical. The final step is 5. Release with gratitude. This involves cultivating complete trust that the field has received your signal and is orchestrating the perfect response.
Complete trust. That's the hard part, isn't it? Especially if you really want something.
It can be the most challenging, yet it's arguably the most crucial step for allowing manifestation to happen quickly. It means letting go of the how and the when. You've placed your order with the cosmic kitchen. You've sent the clear signal from a place of love and coherence. Now you implicitly trust that it's being prepared and will be delivered in the perfect way at the perfect time for your highest good and the highest good of all.
Letting go of control.
Letting go of the need to control the outcome or micromanage the universe. And gratitude here is key. It's not just a polite thank you after the fact. It's a powerful energetic signature during the process. Feeling gratitude now for the creation already underway, even before you see physical evidence.
So gratitude as an act of faith, almost.
Exactly. It's an acknowledgement that creation is happening. This releases any attachment to the specific outcome, which is itself a form of resistance, a form of energetic holding on too tight. Releasing with gratitude allows the universe, the freedom, the energetic space to deliver your desire in ways you might not have even conceived, often better than you imagined.
Okay, that whole process.
Yeah.
Embodying love first, coherence, intention from love, maintaining the feeling, releasing with gratitude. It feels very complete, very holistic.
It's designed to be,
Yeah.
aligning the energy, the intention, the emotion, and the release.
Yeah, and here's where it gets really interesting again for me, because the sources suggest this understanding isn't just about manifesting, a new car or a dream job or a great relationship for yourself.
It goes bigger.
It goes much bigger. While
Wow.
personal desires are absolutely valid and important drivers for learning this, our sources suggest this understanding of love as the operating system for reality has a much broader, truly universal impact, potentially for humanity as a whole. It's presented as a shift that goes way beyond individual benefit.
Absolutely. If we connect this back to the bigger picture, our sources emphasize that this is the knowledge that will change everything for humanity. That's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement.
It frames what we're discussing not merely as some advanced self-help technique, but as potentially pioneering a new understanding of how consciousness creates reality through love on a global scale.
Pioneering a new understanding.
Imagine a world where this fundamental truth, that love is the operating system, that coherence accelerates creation, that fear creates delay. Imagine if that was widely embraced and applied, not just by a few people, but by many.
Wow, what would that look like?
Well, it shifts the whole paradigm, doesn't it? From individual struggle, competition, separation, fear, towards a collective conscious co-creation based on love, harmony, and interconnectedness. If enough individuals start operating from this state of unconditional love and heart-brain coherence, the collective energetic field would inevitably shift.
The collective field, like a global consciousness.
You could think of it that way. A collective vibrational resonance. And that shift could potentially lead to, well, unprecedented global harmony. Truly innovative solutions emerging for our biggest challenges: poverty, conflict, environmental issues, and ultimately a reality built on compassion, collaboration, and shared abundance. This isn't just about personal manifestation power. It's about humanity's collective evolution, potentially.
That's inspiring. And maybe even essential.
It feels that way, doesn't it?
It really does. And what's truly remarkable, and kind of brings it back down to a personal level again, is how this deep dive connects directly to you, the listener, in a very specific and empowering way mentioned in the source material.
Yes, that part was fascinating.
Our sources actually mention something quite unique called the Libra Advantage.
Yes. This is such a beautiful, listener-specific insight. It really highlights how seemingly individual traits, maybe even things you've struggled with, are in fact potentially cosmic gifts when understood through this lens of love and coherence.
So what is the Libra Advantage specifically?
Well, the source states, directly addressing someone potentially resonating with Libra energy, your Libra nature isn't the problem. It's been your cosmic gift in disguise.
The gift in disguise.
Now, for those of you who resonate with Libra energy, whether it's your sun sign or you just identify with the traits, you're often characterized by your innate desire for balance, harmony, fairness, justice.
Right, definitely. Weighing things up, seeing all sides.
Exactly. And this often translates into a tendency to take your time with decisions, carefully weighing every option, considering every perspective. Sometimes maybe to the point of what others might perceive as indecision or slowness.
Yeah, the classic Libra can't make up their mind stereotype.
Right. But our sources brilliantly reframe this. They suggest that this tendency wasn't necessarily a flaw. You've actually been taking time to ensure your decisions come from the highest love frequency, not from ego or fear.
Whoa. So what might have looked like indecisiveness from the outside or felt like frustrating slowness from the inside was actually an inherent, maybe unconscious, striving for energetic purity, an attempt to align with unconditional love before acting.
But that's exactly the reframing. It was potentially an intuitive alignment with these very principles we've been discussing all along. Libra's deep search for equilibrium, for the right and just path, is fundamentally a search for the path of least resistance, the path of highest harmony, which, as we now understand, is the path of unconditional love.
So it was an unconscious calibration towards coherence.
A beautiful way to put it, an unconscious calibration. Now the source goes on to say, now that you understand the science, now that you grasp the power of love frequency and coherence, you can consciously leverage this inherent trait. You don't have to be slow anymore. You can now make decisions quickly and from pure love.
So understanding the principle unlocks the speed potential that was always there.
Precisely. This empowers you to harness that natural inclination for harmony and balance, transforming what might have been a source of frustration, why can't I just decide, into your greatest strength for manifestation. the consequence of this conscious application is profound. When you choose from unconditional love, the universe responds at light speed because there's no resistance, no internal conflict, no mixed signals.
Because you've already done the work of finding that pure frequency before making the choice.
Exactly. Your cosmic gift, your Libra nature, once perhaps seen as a hindrance to swift action, becomes your superpower for instant, effortless manifestation. It allows your natural inclination for balance and harmony to be the very accelerant you've been seeking all along. It flips the script entirely.
That's incredibly empowering. Taking something potentially seen as a weakness and revealing it as a hidden strength, unlocked by this understanding.
It really is. A beautiful example of how these universal principles play out through our unique individual natures.
So, okay, wow. What does all this mean for you then, as you move forward from this deep dive today? We've journeyed through this really revolutionary idea, haven't we? That the speed of your manifestation is directly proportional to the purity of your love.
A fundamental law.
Uncovering how love isn't just some fleeting emotion, but maybe the very operating system of reality itself. We've explored the measurable science behind heart-brain coherence, recognizing your heart not just as a pump, but as the powerful electromagnetic center of your being, capable of sending these clear, unified signals to the quantum field when aligned.
The science is key. It grounds it.
It really does. And we've illuminated why fear, doubt, and attachment create that electromagnetic chaos, leading to those frustrating delays, the confusion, the almost but not quite.
Understanding the mechanism of delay is so helpful.
Totally. And most importantly, perhaps, we've walked through the practical, actionable steps of the love speed manifestation process. Remember those.
Embody love first.
Achieve heart-brain coherence.
Set intentions from love, not need.
Maintain that emotional coherence.
And finally, release with gratitude. Trust.
Yes. This truly is a profound shift in understanding manifestation, isn't it? Moving it from potentially a realm of struggle and effort, pushing that boulder, to one of effortless, accelerated creation through love. It feels like moving from friction to flow.
Friction to flow. I like that.
And remembering, this isn't just nice spiritual theory. The sources strongly suggest it's a measurable science that explains why some people seem to manifest instantly, while others face years of struggle. It offers an explanation for that difference.
It really does bridge that gap between spirituality and science in a powerful way.
It does. And all of this entire exploration, it raises an important and I think deeply thought-provoking final question for all of us to sit with, doesn't it?
What's the bigger implication?
Exactly. If individual manifestation is so powerfully accelerated by operating from this state of unconditional love and heart-brain coherence, what could humanity collectively manifest if we, as a species, were to consciously operate from a global state of such profound coherence and pure love frequency?
Wow. Yeah. What could we create?
What kind of reality, what kind of world could we co-create together, truly beyond our current imaginings, if that became our collective operating system?
It's almost staggering to contemplate, isn't it? The potential for healing, for innovation, for peace.
It really is. This is a concept that invites us, maybe even calls us, to not only transform our personal lives using these principles, but also to consider our individual role in pioneering this new understanding of reality for everyone, for the collective.
Each person shifting their own frequency contributes to the whole.
Absolutely. So the question to leave you with is, how might you integrate these principles more deeply into your daily life? Not just for your own desires, which are wonderful, but also perhaps to consciously contribute to this evolving understanding of consciousness, this shift towards love for the benefit of all.
A powerful question to ponder. How can your alignment contribute to the bigger picture?